What up, traders? What up, investors? Ken here from Dyslexic Investor, and what in God's green earth is going on again with the cruise lines? Again, the cruise lines are basically, lack of a better words, all in the same boat, meaning that they're not able to make their numbers, not able to make any revenue or any kind of business due to the outbreak and the overall pandemic of the virus. That being said, more news coming out saying potentially they're going to be able to go set sail in the end of July, August, and now it's kind of postponed to the end of September now and early October. So this is again going to be hurting the revenue in a lot of the larger Wall Street's metrics and their overall equations and their projections for the company. That being said, we can go ahead and look at some of the charts again, because again, these are some of the one of the largest holdings for Wallstreetbets and Robinhood investors because of the very low price ticker symbol, very low priced ticker, and of course the overall furthest cut they've had and just really been bombed and literally have been beaten down to oblivion for the most half. That being said, since they've been beaten up so much, a lot of these investors were jumping on board looking for a quick bounce, and now the recovery is trying to get in place. But even with some ongoing onslaught negative news, this could potentially not derail, but potentially see some further issues coming down the road with their next coming earnings. So let's go ahead and jump to the chart. So we're going to look here at very first one of Norwegian Cruise Line. That is ticker symbol NCLH for you folks. This comes up quite a bit within our live streams a lot. As you can see, being down quite a bit, gapping down. But we are really holding well around the 21 EMA, which is the yellow line here. So around 1850. And the 5 and 8 exponential moving average are not showing any signs of giving out. That being said, we do still have this overhang of the parabolic SAR dots above us. So if we want this thing to go higher, we kind of need to start seeing kind of a building of a base, of a lack of better words, and then seeing some momentum coming in for a potential drive higher. If you start the average start crossing into the 21 and you start getting a bleed within the ticks, if it start closing below the 21 as well, we could be seeing some downturn. So level 1 is going to be, level 1 support is basically the 1850 level. The main level after that is going to be around the 34 and 50 day. So we're just going to call around $16. I kind of have a very far out low here at $12, but we're going to move that up to around 15 to be more around the 50 day. Again, this is looking at a daily chart. We do have some, again, that pressure above is that parabolic SAR, which is its previous high around $27. Looking for a potential, just trading sideways, maybe seeing on what happens, maybe some other good news comes out and kind of lifts up this overall group. The only concern is that I really have is that people are just getting, don't have the patience to hold this potentially for the next couple weeks, and we could get a down pull just to people just evacuating and getting out of these particular sector of the stocks. So we can look at, again, we can look at CCL, which kind of did a video about that as well, looking at some potential moves here. Again, trading just like it is. The Norwegian Cruise Line just have a different ticker symbol and a different prices, but the chart looks almost exactly the same. Really holding that 21 exponential moving average. You have the same kind of parabolic SAR dots above. It's literally like, which one do you want to pick? It's going to come down to more of the fundamental things of one, who has the least amount of debt, who has the best management slash preservation of capital. Comes down to is that it's going to require some more research and looking into in that fact. But the thing is with this Norwegian cruise line is a particular trader is betting pretty substantial. I guess it's one of you Robinhood investors or Wallstreetbets folks is betting nearly $40,000 that we are going to be seeing September this year a $50 call. This could be someone buying it or selling it. when I do the duplicate order, it's coming as a buy, but this easily could be someone just selling some of these things, because again, it does kind of play out to one of the Wallstreetbets kind of plays, where since someone's buying the 0.11 delta way far out in September. So we can kind of look here on the September. That's the 18th of September, again, nearly 100 days away, and someone with a lot of volume coming in here, again, $5,000 plus contracts open, and just today we had about 1,500 of those traded back and forth. Again, the time and sale stuff gives you an accurate look at what's going on, but again, this could be a potential a larger position being built. It could be one of the traders within Wallstreetbets or something like that, just making a huge wager on some of the money he got from the airlines or whatever other smorgasbord that he got the last 2 or 3 months, and is putting a full wager on this particular call. From my trading perspective and things like that, I think this is a very much a YOLO crazy bet, in the sense of if you're buying this call, this is a very far out call. Again, 100 days left, 93 days left, looking for potentially going up to $50. We're talking about it literally has to double in this time frame. And if we go to the chart again, $50 is quite a ways up, and that's kind of where it was previously to this overall downturn. It was very concerning in the sense of this potentially could have further effects on the company. Again, within 90 days it's going to be $50. That's a bet I wouldn't want to make, but this trader is looking at, if he's buying it, he's looking for, again, that really steep price. For selling it, it makes a lot more sense, and that would be a very smart play in that sense. It is still really far out, giving it plenty of time to collect that premium from that. That being said, we'll see what happens with this particular movement. Some really key indications for the bull side of things, so we're not going to be completely negative here on the cruise lines. That 50% retracements from the previous swing high to swing low, we want to really see it break the 50% retracement, and of course that is nearly directly lined up with the 200-day exponential moving average, so it's around $33. If we're able to get past this in the next coming summer, or the closing of the summer, like August, that would be a milestone in my book, looking for this price target for around that September time frame. Because again, if you go to the trade tab and you look at the September options, it's saying plus or minus $13. So again, we're at $20 right now, so we're looking at 33, and again, that would line up to that 200-day exponential moving average within Norwegian Cruise Lines. We're talking multiple standard deviations higher if we want to get to that 50 days. So it literally has to get an influx of cash, and the overall virus needs to be completely canceled, and everything goes completely back to normal. And if I was a betting man, which I am, I don't see that happening in 90 days. So that is my overall view on the cruise lines. I think there is some potential to climb higher, but just be very mindful of the 21 and then the 5 and 8 exponential of the 21 and then the 5 and 8 exponential moving average. Potentially, if people start getting weak hands and not having those diamond hands, we could be seeing a further flush down to around the $15 levels potentially. So be very careful out there, folks. Again, options trading is completely dangerous at times if people don't know what they're doing. You can really lose a lot of money really fast if you're in the wrong side of the trade. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Ken from the Dyslexic Investor. If you're interested, we have a fantastic Discord chat you can completely join. If I can slide that over here, which we talk about during live trading hours. We share stocks. We give you some looking at some trading ideas that I'm looking at, things like that. And that's same as well with our Patreon page, which I'll share some ideas, or I'd share some overall market views and things like that, and some watch lists and things like that. I appreciate everyone for joining the live streams. We also have those coming out every once in a while during the week when available, and then of course the awesome one that we have on Sundays, which is around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for you to join that one. Really would love to see everyone out there. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the support. This is Ken from the Dyslexic Investor, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.